So hello fellow Earthlings. This is Earthling 64554633728. And today, a plumber that I know came and repaired some plumbing and gave me some advice about some other issues that we were having at the house with respect to plumbing. And I was happy to have him go ahead and do his plumbing thing, because I've done similar work before, and I know for me it would take me a number of days to do it bit by bit by bit to get it all done, and especially since I didn't have to pay for it, and there was a lesson in there, I suppose, and one of the lessons was that I probably should have insisted that he use or buy the part from the place that I had gotten the cheapest quote from. But again, it wasn't my money, so it didn't really bother me, didn't really bother him, and didn't really bother the person whose money it was, i.e. In this case my mom. But I realized, and it was fun talking to him because I know him, and it was fun talking to him about the other things that I've done, like setting up an electrical, what do they call those things, like a breaker box? I don't know if they call it that everywhere, but it's basically the box of things that electrical things that shut off when there's too much electricity drawn by a particular appliance or something. Let's say it's broken and it draws too much electricity, that will go off. So I went on YouTube and I saw how to repair that, and I repaired that. And then I'd tell him about the car that I repaired, my mom's car, how many different times I repaired that, and about, the same thing that he was repairing, that I had gone on YouTube and repaired that, and about the washing machine and different things here and there. And it was a nice conversation to recount and remember those things, and the idea that now that I know what it's about, and I know the effort and time that it'll take me to do it, especially if it's maybe a little bit cheaper than his particular price, but given how long these things, the length of time that might go by between things breaking, when you amortize it, I'm saying it in such a weird way, when you amortize it in over the the extended period, it's like $1 a day, 50 cents a day, whatever it is. So it's not really that bad, but at the time when you have to pay for it, it's, you don't really want to pay that for it. But it's nice to talk to people and realize how much I have grown, I suppose, and all the different subjects that I'm able to now speak somewhat kind of intelligently on. And it was good to get information from him about how to fix certain other issues, and to learn how different things about plumbing that I didn't know before. So, and then of course for him to do it I would say he did it pretty professionally. I wish that he had cleaned up a little bit better after himself. It wasn't too horrible, it's like thread seal and stuff that was tossed about that I picked up, and maybe little bits of stuff here and there, but all in all, it was nice having him. I still feel that in many instances in the future, I'm still going to have to learn new things, because as I was mentioning to him, I have a certain amount of trust for him, because I know him, and because my family knows him, and because of the way that he speaks. But there are other professionals and other things that are going to go wrong in the future, and I trust myself to do the research that's necessary on a particular topic, so that I know when somebody is, taking me for a ride. Like, there have been other people who have been plumbers who have come to do, or other professionals who've come to the house to do whatever they do, or even mechanics. That reminds me, I probably should do a video on all the times that I've been schemed. I could do a part 1, a part 2, a part 3, all the times that I've realized that a mechanic outright overcharged me, or just lied to me straight to my face, or they just didn't do something the right way and I've had to deal with the repercussions of it, or they just didn't know what they were doing, or even the people at a store, a car parts store, when they gave me the wrong part and they're supposed to know what they're doing and how easy it was. And these are things that I would have spoken to him about, because now I'm a lot more intelligent than I would have been when I left high school and I didn't know anything about cars or electronics or electricity or plumbing, or did I say plumbing already? Or anything, I just had a general understanding of maybe physics and chemistry, bio, whatever it was. I didn't know anything about business either, because I didn't do my business studies and stuff. So yeah, I guess I still have a lot of stuff that I need to learn. I mean, I remember when I broke my ankle. That one, I had to go online and read a little bit about how that worked and how it could have been much worse. And then there was stuff that nobody really spoke about, like, the rehabilitation from breaking your ankle. And yeah, I can do a video on how I broke my ankle, and how I got better from that. That was, I thought you took off your cast and that was it, you're walking around. I didn't know that I'd probably needed, like, what do they call those things that you put under your arms? Right, that I would need that. I'm saying right like I remember what the word was. But yeah, I had to do some research on that. And the time that I had pneumonia, did I do a video on that one? I don't recall. I don't think that I did. But it just reminded me of all the things that I've had to learn that I didn't learn from school, that I had to learn from YouTube or the internet, or just having to deal with it, And yeah, it's nice to be alive, and it's nice to learn, and it's nice to feel that, okay, I have a handle on this thing. I know what this thing is, and I don't have to feel worried about, what's going to happen. Am I going to be able to figure this out? Is it going to end well? No, as I say that, is it going to end well? Has everything ever ended well? No, I guess I'm thinking relationships now. Relationships don't always end well. I mean, you feel better about them that they're done, but for the ones that you've ended, like, romantic relationships, in quotes. But I don't know. But anyway, I am glad that I had a nice conversation and I didn't have to do any work today. Or not any real work. I didn't have to get any glue on my hands or any whatever it was, scratch my hand, or yeah. So I learned some stuff and got some advice about how to sort out some other issues. And what else is there to say? Unfortunately, in order to be up at the proper time in order to meet him, I had to wake up a little bit earlier than I would have preferred. Yeah, but at the same time, and in addition to that, there's certain topics in which we would clearly, I realize, disagree on certain things, because I'm pragmatic to the point where I don't mind increased taxes. Please increase my taxes and then give me the benefits of what those taxes were for. I know people are going to there's going to be corruption, and maybe you're going to give the give a contract to a certain group of people, but hopefully, even in that corruption, things are going to be accomplished, hopefully. And government is supposed to procure things based on certain criteria. So I'm that kind of person, so I don't mind, and that's where he and I might differ a bit, in that take stuff from me as long as it's good for, let's say, the country or for the world or for whatever it is. I am 100% on board with being at a temporary disadvantage, so that for the greater good kind of thing. I remember this sci-fi story that I read about an AI that determined that one person, someone who was born, was going to be the last person ever born, and that when he died, humanity would die. Is one of those black box AIs where you can't. So explain why? No, it couldn't explain itself, and it just knew that for a fact, and it was just great AI. And the guy, for the greater good, he would have to not, he can't skydive, and he can't do this, and he can't do that. And I don't know to the extent, because it really wasn't fleshed out. It just, in the story itself, it came to the point where they realized it, and that was that. But I'm kind of fleshing it out to say, well, you can't skydive, you can't go mountain biking or anything like that. And that's kind of, a little bit facetious. I have to look up the word facetious. But it feels like facetious is the right word here. It's a little bit facetious to be like, oh yeah, you have a fantastic life for the greater good. But no, I'm willing to have a bad life as well for the greater good. But it was overall, it was one of my, my Earthling 6'4" or whatever days, one of my good days, So anyway, guys, wish me lucks or not. You can like or unlike, you can comment, tell me why, you can subscribe and or share. Peace. Thanks. Bye.